We have a very intense hour of television. Some graphic language was used. It's raw, it's real, and it starts right now.
I can't even believe that you would lie to me like that.
Stop. Tempers flare in the Dr. Phil House of Judgment.
It's Crystal. Let me talk to Joey.
The shocker that made Crystal the diva melt down.
This makes me want to go crazy. I am so irate at her.
Plus, can Erin, the self-proclaimed racist, ever overcome her prejudice?
Nobody is going to change my views.
And Reed Legend ranting Kimberly pushes people too far.
You are not all about the Bible. I'm not the only one complaining. You're complaining now.
Shut up and get on the boat.
Don't touch me.
Coming up. Let's do it.
I want you to get excited about your life.
Here we go. In 10.
Stand by, camera 6.
If it's happening now, we're going to deal with it now.
Stand by, Dr. Phil.
This is going to be a changing day in your life.
I'm taking people with real problems and moving them into the Dr. Phil house. I'm going to put you under a microscope. Need a camera here, need one here. I'm putting cameras everywhere to see what really happens behind closed doors. I am moving in with you. Previously, you watched 6 of the most judgmental people I have ever met appear on my stage and move into the Dr. Phil house. It took no time at all for their extreme judgments to start flying back and forth. Here's what happened last time. Let's find out if people who look the part are actually what they represent.
I'm proud of it when people call me a man-hater. I talk to men like the idiots they are.
Well, let's talk to Joe Cool, or Dick.
A woman has no responsibilities because I don't expect her to get anything right. All women are whores.
It is my job and my call of duty to tell sinners how to live their life. Lying, stealing, you're going to hell.
You may be the most judgmental person I've ever met.
I despise society. I despise people. I despise consumerism. It pisses me the off.
So, who peed in your Cheerios?
I have wished that I was white because I'm ashamed of the black people. Most black people that I know, they're either drug users, drug sellers, gangbangers, uneducated. I married a white guy because he treats me like a queen. A black guy? Never.
You're a racist against your own race.
Yes.
When people call me a bitch, I say that's Miss Bitch to you. I will judge anybody for their appearance, whether they're skanky, snobby, ugly, skinny, overweight.
You're proud of being a bitch.
Yes.
Can I have you 6 come up here, please? I think we're just going to move all these people into the Dr. Phil house because I think they deserve each other.
They've got me in a house with a racist, a girl who judges everybody on how they look, a man-hater, one guy who hates the world, and then, of course, Bible thumper. No trepidation, no thoughts of turning back.
Welcome to the House of Judgment. If you could just have a seat.
I don't give a what anybody else does.
I don't think anybody in that group seemed like they were on my side. We are definitely on a long road.
You are 6 of the most angry, judgmental people I have ever had the misfortune of meeting. I'm going to give you a chance to tell everybody in the house why your judgments are right.
I think the prisons are a lot fuller of men than they are women.
You're right, they are.
Do you know who raised 80% of those rapists? Single mothers.
Just sit there and shut up.
What the numbers show is that women can't raise kids.
You will go to hell for what you do if you don't ask God to save you. It's not okay to be gay. It's not okay to smoke.
Realize that we're not the same, so get the hell away from me and I'll get the hell away from you.
I wish these lazy-ass black girls get their asses off welfare.
I think Erin had very valid points. She's not all against African Americans. She's against people who act African American.
I am banned from 5 bars around my area due to fighting. If a girl will look at me, I will say, "What the are you looking at, bitch?"
I just found out the Bible thumper who thinks everyone who drinks is going to hell is a spokesmodel for alcohol. You think it'll send people to hell?
But I don't drink it, so I'm not going to hell.
Kim is a big-time hypocrite. You already had sex before marriage.
You're already going to hell.
Yeah, but it wasn't intercourse.
I would imagine Jesus would have a problem with it.
No.
I don't know what game he's playing, hiding behind those glasses.
You have boundary control problems. You need to off of me personally.
This is all about get them before they get me. Judgmental people, that's the game you play. You've said things that I know you don't mean.
If I had an unattractive child that had nappy hair, I would definitely give that child away.
I just can't believe that she said something like that.
Did you say you were kind of happy that your ex-boyfriend that cheated on you had a retarded baby?
What?
She had sex with my boyfriend.
That pain is this tiny compared to the pain that mother has to suffer.
I believe that what goes around comes around.
That's really bad.
Whatever.
You have certainly picked or been picked by some bad apples.
Well, if you can wave a magic wand and show me how to pick men, yeah. But this is not the one, I can tell you that for sure.
You know what? That guy's perfect for you.
He's probably married. If she wasn't into money, she would be cute for you.
That's what I say all the time. Women are just after money.
Your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit and God. Why is she getting that tattoo? Can you hear me talking to you?
Maybe she doesn't want to talk.
See, but everyone's so like...
No, they're not. No, they're not. I'm spiritual, not religious. You can find spirituality in more than just religion, and I don't think that you need religion to be spiritual.
I'm going crazy, like not being able to put my lip gloss on. I don't feel beautiful right now at all, no.
I want you on a plane back.
Everybody here can hear what you're saying, please.
I don't give a Your kids are more important than the show. We live in the real world, not Dr. Phil world.
This makes me want to go crazy.
Well, good morning, sunshines. I got you up early at the Dr. Phil house for a very good reason. I know it's 5:30 a.m., but you got 40 minutes to get ready, get dressed, and grab breakfast, because you're going to head out to the van, and all 6 of you are headed for an adventure.
We'll have to go together.
If it's anything with getting your hair wet, I'm not doing it.
The minute Kimberly wakes up, she starts bitching and bitching and bitching.
I didn't say air conditioning. I said ventilation.
And whining and complaining.
Non-stop complaining.
I'm not the only one in the house that complains about stuff.
She haven't shut up the minute we woke up, you started bitching.
I just said it was cold. Cut off the air. What is so bad about that?
No, you said it 70 times.
Because they weren't listening.
So, I think one at a time we all told her to pretty much shut up. Say something new or shut up.
And I'm going to say what I feel.
You guys are acting like you're 12 years old.
I'm not going to stop until she shuts the up for 5 minutes.
It was as if we condensed a house full of complaining into a van of complaining.
Nobody said nothing about how he's like a satanic worshiper. They're all hating me now. I mean, I'm not that bad.
You're not used to getting up early in the morning doesn't mean you have to whine.
I'd be loud if I want to talk like you, just like this, all day.
Oh, let's sing camp songs.
Should play Russian roulette.
Why don't we just all just shut the up and be quiet?
Well, welcome to the high seas. The 6 of you are going to be stuck together sailing this boat. You are now responsible for each other. And trust me, you're going to be forced to deal with each other's criticisms and judgments as you work together to get this boat going. So you need to grab your attitudes and get on board. Bon voyage.
Ready?
No, I'm not going. I can't swim, and fear of me drowning or the boat sinking, that's my greatest fear.
Erin is afraid of boats, so she's justified that she doesn't want to go.
No, Kim doesn't want to go. Kimberly gets all mad at everybody, and then she's like, I'm not going on the boat.
You don't want me on the boat anyway. Y'all don't like me, so why would you care if I don't get on the boat? Don't touch me, Shirley. No.
Good God, grow up. I really didn't care if she came or not. I really didn't want her to go because she was just like being a crybaby little bitch.
I'm like in this fairy tale world, and I just think everybody's picking on me. They are.
She doesn't want to be around a bunch of people that hate her, which is not true. We don't hate her, but she thinks that we do. I feel like I have to get on my knees and beg you to understand that nobody hates you.
I kind of knew it was going to be like this. I know it was going to be this bad, but I knew like I was going to get attacked. This is the setup.
This is to make us
Why would I get on the boat if all you guys hate me?
I don't hate you.
You were talking about me. You were just sitting there talking about me.
You're like picked on everything. Nobody's picking on you. Just get on the damn boat and quit bawling.
I'm not the only one complaining.
All we hear from you is, oh, this is a setup. This is all because I'm a Christian. Shut up and get on the boat.
It's really hard to be a Christian because had I been like a druggie or a drunk, they wouldn't have been focusing on me. You'll be okay. We're all going to be there. You're going to have life jackets. You're not going to drown. Nothing's going to happen to you. 4 against 1, that's not fair.
Damn, it's the same thing for 3 days in a row. Everybody else here to change. There's only one person that hasn't changed, and that's Kim, and she's not going on the boat. Not a big surprise to me.
You really feel that they're against you?
Yeah, you can't tell.
I mean, it's
obvious.
I don't think everybody's picking on you. I really feel she needs to cut the bullshit. She's not always right.
I don't trust. They might throw me in there and drown me, to be honest with you.
We're all here to get
I don't trust them. Fake. Y'all think I'm stupid or something? Like I can't hear people talking about me?
Big issues here. Big issues.
I don't know. I'm being singled out. I don't know what it is. What is it? I don't know. I hope somebody can tell me.
Are you the skipper?
Yeah.
Morning, Skip.
We're going to have some fun today.
Yeah.
Great day.
Cool.
Lots of good weather.
Well, we're supposed to have 6, but we've only got 3 out of the van so far. The longer they wait, the less wind we've got and the less time we have to get stuff done. The sun is rising and the boat is going, so we've got to get the team out and get on going. So whoever's coming, we're going now.
You're here for your family, to change your life, to change everything. This is a breaking point right here. Let's go. Let's go.
Just come on.
Let's go.
Come on. This is like so hard for me right now. I want you to come on.
She's coming. She's coming.
I'm not.
I had to drag Erin away from the car, but I was not going to go on that boat without her. If I had to throw her over my shoulders, I would have did it. I knew if Erin went on the boat, Kim was going to go, because she would have been sitting there all by herself, and I know for a fact that she wouldn't have liked it.
Oh my gosh, she's coming.
I put my fear aside and got on a boat, which is a really hard thing for me to do.
Can we get her a life jacket before she gets on there?
Coming up, Kim's behavior has tempers flaring.
I'm like that most hated person probably in this state. They didn't even treat O.J. Simpson like this, and he killed his wife.
And later, what made Crystal want to leave the house?
I gotta go. I can't even be around her.
We now return to the Dr. Phil house.
Now, this is kind of unusual for us. We get people that normally come on the boat because they want to go have some fun out there. But today, got a little different situation. We got people that pretty much don't want to work together, and we got to turn that around.
This was a big adventure for all of us to be together and working as a group.
Somebody's in charge.
I'm in charge. And don't you forget it. Hey, wait a minute, you touched my will. I'm in charge, okay.
I want to be in charge.
Okay.
Everybody gets to be in charge.
At the beginning, they're all going in 6 different directions, and took a little bit of time to get going and get into the swing of things.
You say ready about.
Ready about.
Crew says ready if they're ready.
Ready.
Now, a little enthusiasm.
Yeah, ready.
Does somebody else want to drive?
Crystal needs to do something.
I get to boost up the speed.
I don't like it. I'm just trying to be a good sport for Dr. Phil.
Guys ready to raise the sails? Yeah. Okay, we're going to have one person on this line, and it's going to bring that front sail out. We're going to have 2 people working on this line here. This is what's physically going to raise that sail up in the sky. 2 people pulling together.
Kimberly didn't do a damn thing on the boat. She wouldn't even get up.
What's the point of getting on the boat if everybody hates you, and then when they get on the boat, they're going to pretend to really like you, but they really don't?
Let go.
Keep on going. You got about 3 feet to go.
Give me some slack. You're killing me, man.
Once they saw that they could work together, it was actually easier. Then, at the end, they were really working together as a complete team.
We have very little wind out here today, and you notice the boat's moving pretty good speed. And it's moving good speed because we're working it together. This is just exactly what we're trying to accomplish here.
Oh, those are all sea lions?
They have a little convention out there.
No.
Check it out. Check it out.
Erin, want to drive? It's fun. Come up here. You just got to go straight.
My daughter's going to think I'm the greatest mom because she knows I'm scared to be on here. She's going to see me on here. Oh, no.
You're okay.
I was on the boat. It was heart pounding. I felt dizzy and I was scared the whole time.
You okay?
When she got up and drove the boat, I was just like, oh my gosh, I was so proud of her.
Put your hands right on there. There we go. Okay, good. And so when you're ready, you can tell them ready about.
Ready about.
Ready.
Woo! It felt so good to be out there, and hopefully my daughters will see Mommy on that boat. And she would say her mom is not a failure.
Honestly, I was surprised that Erin got on that boat. She was ready to try new things. I was proud of her.
I think personally, Erin did the best on the boat. We're here to change, and when I see somebody that's actually putting effort into doing this, it makes it a lot easier for us.
I just wanted to thank Crystal, for egging me on.
I was so proud of you. I have so much respect that you did that today.
Don't make me bust a tear, okay?
I just think that it was good that we all got to work with one another, and it really wasn't that bad. We all worked as a team, and I think it really helped us a lot. It would have been nice if Kimberly was involved. Me and Kimberly were very, very tight and close, and now I'm a fake person. That's why she's pissed off at me, because I'm so fake. I want to beat the out of her. I seriously, I can't even be around her.
I made up my mind yesterday. I wasn't going to listen to her bitch one more time for one more minute. I'm not going to let her ruin my experience. I'm sick of listening to you. Just take your stuff off the cross and learn something, or go home. Quit wasting our time.
She's laughed, she rolls her eyes. She don't f***ing give a about nobody but her damn self.
That's pathetic.
I'm like that most hated person probably in this state. I don't know, like, why they, like, hate me so much. They didn't even treat O.J. Simpson like this, and he killed his wife.
We're just gonna soak it up all day and be silent.
She's playing mute.
I'm just not gonna say anything anymore. I'm gonna let them just hate on me and ruin their lives or whatever.
She had a stomach ache.
But the stomach ache had little to do with why she didn't want to participate.
Nothing happened at lunch today that hasn't been happening this morning and yesterday. Kimberly thinks everyone's ganging up on her, constantly. And when we won't apologize for it, she throws fits.
Then she starts talking about the same stuff about God. I mean, we've heard these things over and over again. She cannot handle when somebody puts her on Front Street with something that she does that is wrong. She just goes nuts. You're as fake as they come. You're the biggest hypocrite I've ever met in my life. You are not all about the Bible because you lie, and that's one of the biggest sins in the Bible.
Topic of the show is 6 people, not just one. And it seems like everything's focused around me. We got a dude over here who believes in murder. We got another girl over here who will hit you if you look at her the wrong way. We got another girl over here who hates her own race. Let's talk about real issues.
I just want to move on from all this crap, because there's not much time left, and if we keep concentrating on this, it's just wasting our time.
The best thing to do at this point, as the 2 men see it, is to let her be. You have a kid who's giving you the silent treatment. You don't indulge it. You ignore it.
Your duty in life is to tell people what you believe and how you feel and about the love of Christ. And after that, you've done your job. I don't think it's my fault that they go to hell or it's my fault that they hate me. That's not my fault.
Throughout Crystal's stay at the Dr. Phil house, her boyfriend David has been relentless in his attempts to reach her. And when he finally did reach her, he shocked her with a story about her son.
Oh my God, her son fell down the stairs. Is everything okay?
No, he's in the hospital.
What? Her boyfriend managed to reach someone on the phone. He said that her son just fell downstairs and is in the hospital. She was crying, she was shaking, like all parents are, especially mothers when their kids fall and get hurt.
It's Crystal. What's going on?
You know, I gotta reach my son. What's the name of the hospital? And she's going through all of the motions and everything.
I don't give what anybody said. Please get me the number to the hospital.
I feel absolutely terrible for her. It's awful.
Let me talk to Joey. Are you okay, buddy? Oh, what happened? Did you fall down the stairs?
Her boyfriend lied to her. He made up the story, and he involved her son to lie for him.
All right.
Oh my God.
All right, I told you.
What a piece of
That is up. Her boyfriend made the kid lie. He didn't really fall down the stairs.
What the is wrong with you?
Kid got on the phone, and he's like, hey, made me tell a joke that I fell down the stairs.
Would you lie to me and tell me my son fell down the stairs?
To do that to a parent, you should have heard him. I mean, this guy's so disgusting.
I can't even believe that you would even lie to me like that.
She's losing her mind. She's absolutely livid. It's pure chaos.
I hate you. I cannot believe that you even did that to me.
Why would you lie about that?
He's a controlling freak is what he is.
You don't know. She might be in an abusive relationship. You never know.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not.
In a way, I kind of feel bad for her, but then I don't, because she could do something about it, and she doesn't.
I gotta go. I can't stay here no more.
I looked at Dick and I said, there's my point, there's my proof. Just another way that a man manipulates a woman.
She's leaving? Crystal, you need to stay.
I gotta leave. I'm going home and I'm packing my up and I'm leaving. I swear to God. I'm millions of miles away from home and there's nothing I can do. I can't function if that's the way it's gonna happen. I can't live my life like this with all this drama going on in my life while I'm here.
Coming up, what happens when Dick and Jason have a secret conversation?
Can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
And later, Aaron is confronted by a TV personality. We now return to the Dr. Phil house.
I can't stand being in the house.
You spend a lot of time on the phone. It takes you from looking at yourself.
Nobody knows the pressure that I am under right now. Me not being in control of my household and my children, it's very hard for me to deal with. What happened today, I can't even trust what's going on in my household.
Would you lie to me and tell me my son fell down the stairs?
What was the plan? Was the plan to get you home?
He got mad because he couldn't get a hold of me, so then he had to come up with some emergency excuse on why he needed to talk to me.
Well, it's horrible.
It seems like her boyfriend is psychotic. He's manipulating her children against her.
I can't even believe that you would even lie to me like that.
I felt betrayed, and he, like, broke my heart. I'm like, how could you do something like that?
I have kids, so I know that is a dirty, like, downright, like, despicable.
It's a horrible thing to do.
Crystal is completely dominated by her boyfriend. Maybe the reason why she lashes out at everybody else, that's her way to take control back. Like, from what I can see so far, it seems like you're really kind of trapped or controlled.
I am controlled. I don't like that he was trying to control me and tell me what I was going to do. It is fully my decision whether or not I want to stay or go.
For, like, you and your kids or whatever, I think you should stay here and not, like, give in to Dave and the phone calls, like, all day long. You're not getting to work on, like, any of your feelings.
Right.
Or anything.
Or why I'm here.
Why at all.
My boyfriend knows that I want this help. It's just very hard for him to deal with.
The phone calls aren't going to fix anything.
Yeah, that's just...
Maybe some personal reflection will, though. You got 3 days. Can you give it 3 days?
Why am I going to give up now? This is what I want to do. I want to better myself. This is something that I do need to get help with.
Dr. Phil says, leave it for 3 days. Put some faith in it. Can I ask you something? I know this is...
Go ahead.
What do you think of my chauvinist mentality?
I think it would be hard for Jason to live in a house with 4 women like this for a week and not move in my direction.
I don't know whether you believe what you believe or not. Your chauvinistic thing, I don't think is really all that chauvinistic. I think that he really does care a lot more than he thinks he cares. Or he came across like, oh, screw women, they're whores. But I've seen him do different. I mean, he really tried to help Crystal. It's not really chauvinistic at all.
See, and I don't think so either, but I think that's why I'm here.
I think there's a lot of misconceptions about chauvinist pigs like myself. I don't sit down with a woman and say, oh, I think you're a whore. No, this is silly. I think women should be cared for like plants.
Reality is romance is cash equals sexual favors.
My wife doesn't act like that. She's like a real person. I think he's definitely got a reason and an agenda for being here. I'm pretty sure it's just, self-promotion, but I don't think he thinks anything like that. There's not 1 ounce of me that believes that.
Well, it seems to me that Jason isn't so quick to buy into Dick's staunch chauvinistic views. But not all the house guests are making progress. Erin still seems just as prejudiced against her own race as she was the day she walked in the door of the Dr. Phil House of Judgment. Like Erin, former house guest B's extreme critical views landed her in the Dr. Phil House of Hatred. This outspoken woman went through quite a transformation during her stay. Take a look.
I am filled with anger and hate for white people. They still treat us with disrespect. The whites that I have come in contact with, I don't like them. I don't like the way they look at me. I don't like the way they treat me.
So you and I got a problem because I'm white. That's not who you are.
No, it's not. I'm a woman of dignity.
How does it feel to say that?
It makes me feel proud to be who I am.
I thought B would be the perfect person to talk some sense into Erin, whose racism is starting to negatively affect her 9-year-old daughter.
If I see a black kid, I would not let my kids play with them. I have wished that I was white. Most black people that I know, they're either drug users, gang bangers, uneducated.
How educated are you, honey? How educated are you? I don't like what she said. I don't like it at all. She's got a whole lot to learn, and she's got a very short while to learn it in. I'm going to go in here and school this child because she doesn't know what's going on. Hello, Erin. Can I talk with you for a little bit?
Sure. I was going to get snobby and say, I'm not coming anywhere with you, but it was something about her that was just telling me, listen to what she has to say to you because you don't want to miss this.
I saw your video, and it was very upsetting to me. I don't care how many times you would wish you were white. When you say you'd like to be someone else, that means you don't like yourself. Now, you say that you don't like people who are uneducated. Darling, you don't have the right.
Hearing that I was uneducated was just so hard for me. I know I'm educated.
You've got some ancestors that have done some great things. And for you to say that you're better than anybody else shows that you don't really know. You're better than Oprah Winfrey. You're better than Condoleezza Rice. You're better than Rosa Parks. How can you say that? How can you think that?
She was telling me with such conviction that she really, truly believed I was wrong for feeling this way. That was a wake-up call.
You know what? Black people, they've come through harsh situations to get to where they are now. And we're still not free because there are people like you who say that they would rather be somebody else. They would rather their children to be so. I don't want my kids to play with black kids on the playground. That's denying yourself. You're in a lot of pain, aren't you? Come here, let me hug you. Let me hug you. I'm going to hug you, and I'm going to love you, and I'm going to teach you something that you will never, ever forget, okay? This girl has so much pain, and I could pick it up. And I didn't want to beat up on her, but I do want to bring her down a little bit so that she can feel what she needs to feel, and she can take that with her wherever she goes. I want you to open your mind and open your heart, honey, and let me tell you some things that will help you in your life.
My gut was right. I did not want to miss what she told me.
What I want you to do is go clean yourself up, change your clothes, take you someplace very special so you can meet somebody very special, and that'll help you on your journey. How's that?
Sounds good.
Okay, go get yourself together, and we'll take off in a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Hello, how are you? Are you Aaron? I'm Judge Lynn. Have a seat.
You're the judge that's on TV. I knew exactly who she was, and it was mind-blowing that she would actually take the time to come and get me corrected.
We are at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, black-owned business. Okay. And I want you to look around. Is this somewhere you go on your own?
No.
Why wouldn't you come here on your own?
Well, from the outside, it looks like it's in the ghetto.
I think she was a little scared, and it's difficult to come into a situation like that and really not know what to expect. Now, I read what you said, that black people are ghetto. They like to live on Section 8. They like to buy big cars and don't pay their rent.
I'm in it.
So if I had on a baseball cap and a T-shirt, you wouldn't deal with me.
Well, I would say that you're lazy and you're probably on welfare.
Lazy does not get into Harvard, which I did. And I run around in a baseball cap and cheap clothes. Do you want to know why I do that?
Why?
Because I'm busy taking care of what's going on inside my head, and I don't worry too much about what's going on outside. Sometimes there's a self-hatred among African Americans because it's been taught, and we had to fight very hard to disassemble that notion. Why did you come to Dr. Phil?
Well, because my 9-year-old is starting to follow my footsteps. This black girl asked her over for a birthday party, and she asked her, did she live in the ghetto?
And you know that was you.
That was
you know
me.
You taught her that.
It's like I drill it into her. She hears it all the time.
Let me ask you this, Aaron. Do you think if you went down south somewhere and wanted to stay, could you go in and say, I want a room and get one?
I think I would be able to.
Sure you would. There was a time, based on your skin color, they would not let you in. Who do you think fixed that for you? People like her.
People like me that marched.
Martin Luther King.
Do you know what one of his most famous statements was? Is that people ought to be judged by the content of their character and not the color of the skin. And you're so arrogant as to believe you are better than that man who died to give you what you have.
It's hard for me accepting that I don't know much about my black history.
You're insecure, and I think that's why you spend so much time judging other black people, because you want to say, it's not me, it's not me, it's not me.
It's not me.
I I don't have to say it's not me. I know it's not me. I can put a hat on and $10 shoes and not have to worry that it's not me. She's afraid she's not quite what she should be, so to make herself feel better, she talks badly about other people.
It's like they brought me down to reality and made me look into the mirror. Well, I thank you for taking time out to come in.
Good luck to you, baby. You'll get there. Open your mind. I think she now knows how much she doesn't know, which is always the first step in knowing more. Come on, sweetie.
Thank you.
Coming up, the house guests face their inner pain.
My relationship with my mom is no relationship.
I can't bring myself to accept any man in my life.
I think I can make a little bit more money at my job.
That was all about other people.
I don't think she gets it.
And later, Erin's shocked to learn what her husband thinks of her views.
My wife, Erin, is a snob. You're a racist.
We now return to the Dr. Phil house.
What happened?
No, I just really thought that the way I was teaching my daughter was right. See, but you're getting the help that you wanted, so this is actually a good thing.
When I think about being judgmental, I just feel ashamed. It's not a good feeling. I was telling her all black people are ghetto and just uneducated, and I didn't know anything about my black history. I just felt like an idiot. A lot has really hit me. I felt in my soul that I have been wrong, and now I need to start with the change. I came here saying nobody is going to change my views. When you admit where your hurt is coming from, then that's when you can just start from there.
Seems like she's had a real breakthrough. She seems determined to make some real changes in her life, which is great.
So with everybody that's on here really putting up barriers that you're trying to be someone that you're not, or you're trying to hide someone that you really are, you just really need to come out with it, because you're just going to end up hurting yourself in the end. Today is actually, I would call day one of starting my change.
Clearly, we're seeing some major breakthroughs, but there is so much work to do. So, I had my close associate, Steve Davidson, do an important exercise in which each house guest was forced to face their destructive views head on.
I can't bring myself to accept any man in my life other than my son.
I try to analyze why would I hate men so much, but I don't understand what this chip on my shoulder is.
You all know I came into this house with something writing on my views, but I think I've put them to the test. The way I think has come through for me. I didn't come in here to change. As I said from the beginning, I'm a happy person. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
My relationship with my mom is no relationship. I am a good mom to my kids, and I don't understand why I was cheated out of that from her.
What's not going well in my life is my relationship with my boyfriend, my relationship with my family, my anger. I judge people and get at them before they can judge me and get at me. It made me look at the meaning of anger in a total different way.
I don't take things serious enough, so I let important stuff kind of go. I don't have any major goals. Yeah, I push people away, and if I have a more open mind to everybody around me, I'm going to see their point of view. I'd never been able to look at that before. I always just started reacting.
I think I deserve a little bit more respect, and I think I can make a little bit more money at my job.
That was all about other people. What do you intend to confront yourself with this time?
I don't think she gets it. She's in denial. She's an immature little girl. She needs to grow up. And if she doesn't think she's here for help, then she needs to go. Everyone on the show is like, I'm not happy and, oh, I'm so miserable. Oh, my God, I'm not near as miserable as these people. Jason is like infatuated with serial killers. Crystal has got like 2 baby daddies. The only person who like really got some sense is Erin. Everybody else is like crazy.
Coming up.
Prejudice is born from ignorance. It's also driven by the need to have somebody you can look down on.
You will absolutely cripple your children if you poison their minds with that kind of prejudice. As we've seen, Erin has made some great progress, but now it was time to hear what her husband Thomas had to say about living with Erin's hateful views. Have a seat. You've learned a lot while you were here, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I'm just so glad that I came.
You've done a good job while you were here. You're here now.
Hi, honey.
Oh my God, what are you doing here?
When I saw my husband walk through the door, it was like my heart fell through. This has just been killing me to be apart from him.
We've been talking about a lot of stuff while she's been here, and one of the questions I ask her is, what will you do when you leave here and go home to have a better impact in your life? She's been pretty judgmental about a lot of stuff, right?
Oh, yes. She's very judgmental. It always has been predominantly towards black people.
Erin, I have a little tape I want to play for you so you can kind of see some interesting overlaps.
When I first realized Erin's attitudes about her own race, I was shocked. My wife, Erin, thinks that she's better than everybody else. Erin is a snob. She's uppity, controlling, very demanding, opinionated. Erin will say, boy, they're ghetto, right out of the project. And I tell her, you know, you need to take a good look in the mirror. I said, you're a racist. I have 3 beautiful children, and I don't need them growing up thinking that's the right way to be. I am tired of Erin's attitude. It needs to change. You need to address this issue with Brianna. She is picking up things from you that you don't even know about, because I seen it the other day. We went into the store, and she went all the way down the aisle until she found a cashier that was white to check her out. Brianna mimics her mommy. She loves her mommy, and she's picking up them same bad attitudes.
You will absolutely cripple your children socially and emotionally if you poison their minds with that kind of prejudice.
To actually see and hear that, it's time for absolute change.
She got an opportunity to spend some time with a good friend of mine, Judge Lynn Toller.
You know Judge Lynn Toller, the divorce court lady?
Divorce court lady.
She broke me down. I really learned that I was hurting people. Yeah. Hurting myself, hurting Brianna.
You're insecure. And I think that's why you spend so much time judging other black people.
Prejudice is born from ignorance. It's also driven by the need to have somebody you can feel better than, somebody you can look down on. And I've said she doesn't need that because she is a wonderful woman. She doesn't need to set up a pecking order. She's fine in any world. You are who you are as an individual. You don't need that. And it's not becoming to you. That's absolutely got to change. And it's going to start with sitting down with that oldest and saying, I want to apologize to you. And let me tell you where I've been wrong. Will you do that?
Yeah, I'll do that. I am going to tell Brianna I was wrong. Mommy was flat out wrong. I've had a life-changing experience, and I was wrong to judge people by the color of their skin.
Coming up, an unexpected dinner guest turns the house upside down.
Oh, hell yeah. Cool.
Not gonna happen.
Yikes.
We now return to the Dr. Phil house.
Wow.
Tonight we were told we had an exercise to do. We had to make dinner. We needed to make one extra take because we had a guest coming.
What is this for? Are we washing dishes?
Get your hands clean.
How you want to season these bad boys?
It was like crazy Betty Crocker going on.
Women enjoy homemaking. I was glad to see that they can enjoy it in peace.
We all have some kind of bond with each other. Even the guys have come out of their shells and have bonded with the females. We are really trying to help each other.
You know what, you guys, I really love this.
You really love what?
That we're all in here.
We were told we had a guest coming and that it was going to be an interesting dinner.
Who is that?
Doorbell rings.
Come on in, buddy. Sick, how you doing?
Stay tuned for more of the Dr. Phil House.
There's been a lot of kind of big stuff happen, especially Erin. She had a pretty big change. I'm kind of excited about it because I never believed, I never really thought that she could really feel that way.
I saw Erin, I was shocked, and I had no idea what happened that made her cry. And she really feels bad, and she's such a good person. I don't think she has a mean bone in her body. All she wants is what's best for her children.
Erin got the full court press today. She said just a few minutes ago that she was shocked that she got it this early. She totally understands why she's upset. And most importantly, she realizes what she's doing to her children by teaching it to them.
I look up to Erin. I think she is so strong for what she did today. It almost makes me want to cry because she says I'm such a big influence in her life right now. I love Erin.
I felt Erin has a lot of hurt and pain in her past, and I felt like it was just all coming out on this show. But the thing is, who hasn't been hurt? Who hasn't had, a past that they're upset about or whatever?